Shalom, family. Welcome to Wildin' Out with with Jeremiah Judah. See that? Wildin' Out. He upside down. He tripping. There's fat squirrels around here. He a big one. What's good, family? Tazawak. M.B. Wilson. Shalom, ma. Empress Israel. Ba'ashem Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Barakatah. Kwam Israel. That's what we doing. We rising. Mighty Hebrew. He gonna come and break down some of his information. I got him lined up to come and chop it up. Me and him will do a one-on-one conversation. I look back at the whole year of us debating them guys over there at the House of Consciousness, and to be honest, we've been whooping their ass. I'm just gonna be honest. Mighty Hebrew went on there and whooped up on a Polite. Black Jesus Minister went on there and whooped up on Polite and Jabari. Michael Edwards went on there and whooped up on Jabari. I don't know why they call him the Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd Mayweather, hey look, the so-called Floyd Mayweather House of Consciousness came on the road to the Lions Den and got beat up by Jeremiah Judah 7000 because he couldn't stay on topic. The topic was, did the ancient Egyptians look at some of these entities, like they call Horus and Haru and all them, as principles, or did they look at them as a deity? And I proved that they did look at them as a deity. I proved that because you can go look up the divine coats. You can look up a divine coat and they'll tell you that some of the each dynasty had different cosmology, and some of them looked at the deities as like we would look at Yahuwah, like that's like a creative designer. Someone wanted to get to the afterlife with Osiris. You know what I mean? That they believed in an afterlife. It wasn't just no metaphorically speaking in your mind. It will be an after. Nah, bro. They looked at it as an afterlife. They wanted to live right in this life, and they looked at it as an afterlife. That's where they got to get there to get with Osiris, because they didn't. Why would a pharaoh take servants with them when the pharaoh died? Some of the servants would be killed to go leave with him, to work for him in the afterlife. And look, if you wasn't rich or something, then you would buy like a spell from one of the Kemetic priests, and they give you a little figurine to take with you and put in there with your coffin text, and then that spell would activate if you got past the halls of Ma'at. If your heart weighed lighter than a feather, and if you made it past that stage, then this spell was supposedly activate when you got to the afterlife, and the figurines would be like a clone of you. And instead of you going out and working the fields, because most of the Egyptians were farmers. They were farmers. Don't let them trick y'all to think they were all living in the, with the pharaohs. Now, a lot of them was farmers, so they didn't want to work in the afterlife. That's just a little tidbit of history to tell you. And then another thing, what they be lying about, Professor Larry. I don't even think he's Professor Brother Larry. No, what's his name? I don't even know his name. It ain't Larry. What's that dude's name? Man, Reggie. Yeah, Professor Reggie, Brother Reggie, whatever his name is. He trying to take the spirituality out of the Kemetic doctrine, the Kemetic teachings, and he's basically using more of a when he's talking about science, I guess he's basically using more of a European mind frame, which means that they don't really add the spirituality into their science. The ancient Kemetics, they was more, they was in tune with the universe, and a bunch of fallen angels too, man. That's what I'm gonna just tell you. They was in tune with that, but they they was in tune with like vibrations, astral planes, spiritual planes. You know what I'm saying? So as above, so below, in connection with the all in all, the one. That's the name they called that creative designer. It wasn't like they was out here talking about it was a big bang and out of this out of this egg, the smallest atom egg that you can break down, everything just exploded out of that, and then when it cooled down, the earth formed and all. Nah, I don't believe all that, bro. Nah, there was an intelligent design for this universe. But a lot of people are cocky and arrogant, and they don't think that. They don't, there's no God. Do it for yourself. I mean, okay, do it for yourself. We doing things for ourselves, too, even though we still give honor and reverence to a Most High Creator. We do that. So y'all ain't telling us nothing with that line, man. Cut it out. But okay, let's get back on topic. All right, so listen, the Lions Den Debate League. I know I wasn't even supposed to be talking about that. We supposed to be talking about the Lions. Hey, shalom, Sister Karima Powell. Welcome back home to the Lions Den. You know how we meet up sometime, have to chop it up. Fred came to the meeting, you know. He was here for a minute. A couple of squirrels popped up, but my chipmunk friend Fred, he pop up all the time. He know me, you know. Sometimes he have a little lady friend come through. I said, oh, Fred got a friend today. That's crazy. Fred to bring his little friend out there with him sometime. But anyway, you know how we trying to do big things over here at the Lions Den. So if anybody want to debate and jump in the ring, we can make it happen for you. Y'all World 777, you know. Lions Den, that's what we do. I be hearing everybody going back and forth. I mean, why go back and forth? Why do all that typing? Set it up where you can have somebody in the middle moderate it, and you act like you got time to speak on your information, and then the next person got time. See what Jabari did. He knew that me and him had a topic, but then all of a sudden now instead of a debate on a topic, it's a question to answer each other all the way through the whole ordeal. Go back and watch it. Y'all kept hearing me say no. Why is he asking me about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and stoning people when we and him disagreement was about whether the ancient Egyptians did they pray to Osiris as like a real deity, or did they just look at him as a principle? That was the topic. And they know that. You do that question and answer stuff after the debate. But that was our first one that we did in the Lions Den Debate League, you know, Lions Den. So, hey, we got better as time went on. Okay, and then I think after that happened, I think Black Jesus Minister and Jeremiah, that was the second debate. They did a debate. And then I think after that, I had went on Sarnetta and did the interrogation room. Then we had him come over there with us at the Lions Den. We did a parole board interrogation with him. And then after that, Kofi debated, I think Greg. Was it Greg? But we've been, Black Jesus Minister. It was one of them, man. Yeah, Black Jesus Minister. And then me and Greg debated. And then it was supposed to be a Black Jesus Minister versus Michael Edwards, but that debate got postponed, whatever, because me and Black Jesus Minister went on Sarnetta and debated. So he still had postpartum debate syndrome. Hey, he still had postpartum debate syndrome after that event. It was a good debate though. I love you. Hey, I love that brother, man. You know. I just don't think everybody's Kemetic, man. I mean, I don't think the Bible is focused towards people from the Hamitic bloodline, because they separated it in the book for a reason. Ham, Shem, and Japheth. There was a reason why they showed us the separation and showing you who the Most High was dealing with the most, and showing you that most of our oppressors were, like Ham and coming from that bloodline. So I don't get how Black Jesus Minister could say that we are, Ham. I don't get that part. I really don't. And he said that we some nasty, we some dirty Shemitic people. But then in the next breath, he'll say, hey, Israelite. I'm gonna say you be doing too many countries. I'm an Israelite, Kemetic, Pan African, Christian, ecclesiastical. I'm like, you, man, bro, you doing a lot. But go ahead, brother, do you, man? But in a debate, man, you got a lot of bunch of flanks wide open when you calling out all that, especially if you trying to act like you protecting the Bible. Because then if we talking about basis of the Bible, that's how Jeremiah beat you. You know what I'm saying? You started talking about some E1, B1A. What are you talking about, bro? The Bible ain't talking about nothing like that. I don't know, man. You just kind of. I think you do better if you pick a debate title, stick to the topic of that debate, the title of that debate. You stick to that and you focus on that. Like my debate coming up with Sebastian Coe, The Big Bang Theory on Trial. You see? So that if it's a title like that, The Big Bang Theory on trial, that means I'm going to attack it. I'm going to show the flaws of the Big Bang Theory. It's just a theory. But I'm sorry, I just want to check back in with y'all. I forgot to tell y'all that part. Shalom, Justin Carmel, Shamari Israel, Zachary Jones, Jeremy Love. Welcome to the Lions Den. This is my first time really paying attention to, y'all come and visit. So, hey, I know next time. But, yeah, that's what we doing, man. And then, hopefully everybody else can combine their platforms together. We make one big super platform. We all got to network together. That's how we do that. Well, I was just looking over on Facebook, and they was talking about two young men went to a party, a house party, and they got in a fight. And because they got in a fight, and then something else kicked off, and somebody else shot a gun, they blamed those two young men for shooting a gun. So now they got to go do 15 years. You see how the justice system doing us, y'all? It's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, I understand them two, we was young once. Hey, people fight at little house parties. That's what they do. Sometimes, man, that's just part of it. But if they didn't put out the gun, why are they responsible for it? I don't get that part. I guess they saying, hey, if they wasn't fighting, it wouldn't have happened. I don't know. But they change the laws up on us so fast. Just be careful out here, man, and don't get it just that fast. Now their life is, they finna go do 15 years, y'all. 15 years. These two were fighting, and they wasn't even the one that put out the gun. I guess they was fighting like men. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be fighting each other, but they were fighting like men. They were fighting like men. So that's what I'm saying. Why should they go to prison? Makes no sense. I don't know, y'all. It's just like we ain't getting no justice. None of these courtrooms, or we ain't getting no justice. So, I mean, if y'all blame the Bible for our condition, well, we're asking as Bible believers for y'all to show us y'all playing without attacking the Bible. Because people like Garfield, that's all I see him do is cry about the Bible for 4 hours and 4 hours at a time. So then I come on the show yesterday, and I come on there yesterday and I asked, okay, I said, forget about it. I said, man, y'all been crying about the Bible for the last 4 hours, right? I said, so okay, that book ain't working out for y'all, right? So let's give us a plan B. Y'all don't even believe in the Bible, so why y'all even crying about it? It makes no sense, right? So I said, give us a plan B. It's a bunch of them on there screaming they was atheists. So I'm like, okay, well, give us the plan. Y'all called me. Look, I was in the chat. They said, come on in, Jeremiah Judah. I said, why even invite me to this when I know all y'all gonna do is interrupt me or he's gonna turn down the mute button, and they all gonna try to ask me a question or talk over me all at once, and that's what happened. All three of them on there. Somebody named CS Garfield. It was Garfield and two women. Garfield and two women. One of them was Karima Styles, and the other one called herself CS. They both atheists. You know what I'm saying? You know, mocking the Bible and all that. Then you got Garfield, right? So I come on there. I'm gonna play the little footage. That how long I like. I ain't got time for this. I left. I'm not gonna be sticking around arguing with people. And then when I always say, give me the clock. Give me the clock. Give me the clock. And when you ask for that, I said, I tell you what, sister. I tell you what. You go ahead and talk for 5 minutes, and then I go. She got quiet for like 4 seconds. She was like speechless. Because what they rather do, they rather have somebody to go back and forth with. They can cut in when they feel like it. No, let's have some discipline. I even said, you know what? You hear me? I said, I'm working on my discipline. You go ahead. Even though they was interrupting me, I said, I'm working on my discipline. You go ahead. You'll hear me this in all these conversations. And what they'll do